Halloween 2. Well, I was seeing like the promos for this. I remember when it was coming out, and I was like, man, this one actually looks like it's going to be better than the first one.
Yeah.
There's things that are like better, but it's just really a really strange film.
Well, yeah.
Like the actors are better.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I see what Rob Zombie was doing. He was trying to make it original. He wasn't just trying to do a rehash of every other Halloween film. It's really his Halloween film, because you look at the other Halloween films, and it's probably the most original thing he's ever done. And in the Halloween franchise. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like the fact that he had the backstory and everything.
For like 3, which was...
Yeah, I've seen the original Halloween 2, and I gotta say that I do like the remake way better, because
2 was kind of hokey. Like the explosion part was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like Michael Myers, and then like it is a very hokey movie. It's not nearly as good as the first. I think like 4 is better than 2. Like if you had to go through the original series, I think 4 is a lot better than like 2. 3 I wouldn't really count, but I mean they tried to do something different, which is respectable. Mm-hmm. But even though it's kind of different, it just isn't really that good. I
like the fact that when people were going into Halloween 2, they were expecting it to be a remake of Halloween 2, because that's what I like. That's what I liked about it, because everybody... I remember watching the trailer and everyone saying, "Oh my God, they're just doing everything that they did in the original," in the original Halloween 2, because it starts out in the hospital. And then she gets out of the hospital, and it's kind of like a totally different movie than the original Halloween 2. And there was a lot of stuff in the original Halloween 2 I didn't like the hot tub scene, in the original.
Oh yeah, you just face down, and it's so cheesy. I like how Michael Myers' mask is different. Yeah. It's funny how Laurie's hair is different too. It's just like, oh my God.
The funny thing about Halloween is the mask. It was actually based off of William Shatner. I do like how Rob Zombie re-envisioned the mask.
It looks cool. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
The mask looks. Now he's kind of like in a hoodie most of the movie.
Yeah. And I get that he was in a hoodie in the sequel because it was kind of cold outside. That's what Rob Zombie said. But I kind of like the fact that you didn't know where he was, because he's wearing something that everybody wears.
Yeah.
Some people prefer the theatrical version, the ending, and some people prefer the director's cut.
I kind of like the director's cut a little better.
I gotta say that I like the director's cut a lot better, and I know somebody that does like the theatrical cut better, because some fans they like one cut better than the other. It's either the first cut or the director's cut.
I usually like the director's cut better for most movies, because it's like they add new scenes, they add new development. It's
the one thing I did like was the ending. I gotta say, because. I kind of liked that, that she was in a mental institution, and that she was like crazy, because I wasn't expecting that ending. And when I watched the commentary, Rob Zombie had said that she's not actually in a mental institution; it's in her mind that she was about to die, and she was thinking about this in her mind before she died. And I didn't know that. A lot of people think that she was in a mental institution. Did you think that?
Yeah, I really thought that. I mean, the ending's, like, now that you've told me that, I'm like, wow, that makes the ending kind of, like, a lot more unique. But, like, the thing, like, I'm just going to flat out say this, the thing that I'll remember the most...
Before you say that, I just wanted to say that the ending kind of reminded me of American Psycho, because some people perceive it as him, be totally crazy, and then some people don't, and that's kind of like that kind of ending, right? That's what I always thought.
Yeah, it's sort of like that too. It's a lot like Inception too. People think he's really in the dream, where he's still there. They do that a lot in like horror movies. But anyways, back to the thing. Like the ending. Now that you told me that, it makes the ending like a lot better. But the thing I'll still remember the most from Halloween 2 is like when at the very like beginning of the movie, those two weird ambulance drivers. They're just talking about having sex with corpses.
Yeah.
Like, did Rob Zombie really have to put that in there? Like, how did that thought cross his mind? That's what I want to ask him.
I have no idea, but I think he wanted to justify Michael killing them because sometimes he does that. He'll make a character so messed up that you just want them to die. And
they do that a lot in horror movies. Like I remember the Friday the 13th remake, the Trent character. Yeah. Like he played him so well. He was such a douche, but like, and then like you wanted Jason to kill him. It's like that, but.
Well, every character in Halloween 2, you kind of want to see die. Even Dr. Loomis. Dr. Loomis is kind of like it's kind of like he doesn't care about anybody. It's like a different Dr. Loomis because he's kind of changed because
he's got such an ego.
He has an ego, but I thought that was interesting because Dr. Loomis was the media had gotten to him so much that he had totally changed, and I thought that was pretty interesting that they would do that because it kind of because
they even threw Weird Al in there just to mess with him.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I thought was so good about it was that there's actually people like that try to make money off dead people and they write books and stuff. There's lots of people that make money off serial killers and stuff, and families. So I thought that was pretty cool that they did that, and I like the scene where that guy goes in to talk to Dr. Loomis and he like totally wants to kill him because like his daughter died and he's writing about her. I thought that was such a great scene.
That was like it was pretty well done. The scenes with like Malcolm McDowell are pretty much like the best scenes in the movie. Yeah, like he's just such like he's kind of perfect for the role.
And I felt that Brad he had become like the Dr. Loomis character in Halloween 2. It's kind of like they switched roles, and he really stood up for everything that was going on because when you watch Dr. Loomis in the sequels, it's kind of like his character. So they had actually switched roles, which I thought was pretty interesting because you weren't expecting that.
Yeah, like Brad Dourif, he was like Annie's dad. How about like Annie's death in Halloween 2? Like the epic music. Like I thought they like overblew that a little bit.
Oh, I thought that Annie's death was done way better in Halloween 2 than it was. Then let's say the first Halloween, because in the first.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Like, cause, like the first Halloween's kind of like she just dies, but like this one.
I mean, she didn't actually die. She was on a stretcher, but I actually thought she was dead. So when they did the sequel, I was like, she's still alive.
It's like she's she was in like the actress Danielle Harris was like in 4 and 5. Yeah. She was like I think that's kind of a neat connection. It's like I'm gonna be in both series.
Yeah, and I like the fact that at one time here's a guy that his daughter almost she got stabbed to death and almost died, and he has to witness that. And then here she is, and she actually did die. And it's such a great scene because it's so dramatic. I thought it was really good.
I just felt the music could have it was like it kind of reminded me of like the Lord of the Rings movies. You know how they have like that choir playing like when Gandalf dies. Yeah. It kind of reminded me of that. I don't know why. It just made me kind of laugh.
I thought the acting was really good though.
Yeah, the acting's a lot better in this one than the last one because Laurie was just really annoying in the first movie. Like, oh, Mr. Riddles likes to touch me, and then she just kept screaming like nonstop. It's much better in this movie.